Good morning, everybody. So I have had some videos sent to me that are kind of panicky and fearful. And when I watch them, what I intuitively feel is that there's some truths and there's some not truths in there. And it's delivered in a way that's not. It's delivered in a way that's panicky rather than calm, cool, and collective, right? And leaders lead with calmness. They don't lead with panic moves. They just don't. So that to me is a tip off. Anyways, there's a lot of that stuff going on. And here on this channel, my guides, my spiritual team, my highest self, source energy, constantly tells us to walk with a cool head, right? Don't walk with fear, be logical, all of these things. So when I get a video sent to me where the person is freaking out and they're claiming they're in the know and they're freaking out, and to me that sends off tons of bells and whistles. I'm very discerning. I'm moving the chair out of the way here. I'm very discerning about what I listen to, what I take in, what I believe, and what then I focus my thought patterns on, right? So anyway, with that being said, I want you guys to all know that the healing intentions are set as per the usual. So I think this may be another reading that I can put the full reading up on YouTube. So I'll feel my way through that. I've been able to put the last couple of full readings right up on YouTube. I felt pretty safe in that. So anyway, let me just get started with this. Did I tell you the healing intentions are always set? I think I probably did. If you want them, breathe them in, decree them for your highest and greatest good only and always. So here we go. I wanted to know about all of the fear stuff that's circulating out there. And I wanted to know if what I said was, are these videos and things of this nature designed to be misleading? And I wanted to know, right? Because it felt that way to me. So anyways, I got yes. There's a lot of stuff out there circulating right now, you guys, that's meant to make you feel sick, worried, upset, make you feel as though your back is up against the wall, scramble your frequency so that so that you're very uncomfortable. It's meant to do that. The energy driving the reading is that this information is coming out so that we're not paying attention to the real stuff that's coming up from the surface. And then we're not really using our tools correctly. So keeping us scrambled, right? So that we're not using our tools correctly, and so that we're not hearing the truth as it comes up from the surface. So we're getting caught up in some things that make us uncomfortable, but we're not hearing the actual truths, because the actual truths that are coming up from the surface are scrambled up in there with information that's meant to keep you uncomfortable. So that's why you have to be really discerning. You sit and you listen and you go, what feels true in this and what feels false in this? And you got to be really discerning. We've been told over and over and over again to feel our way through it and use our intuition. There's always truth put in with lies. They do that to make it a better lie. It's more believable if there's some truths. So, but a lot of this stuff is coming out with some truths in it and a lot of lies to really keep us uncomfortable, make us feel as though we've got our backs against the wall, right? Make us feel vulnerable and weak, keep our frequencies scrambled, stop us from utilizing our tools correctly. That's what I'm getting anyway. So across from that, we're being assured, though, that we're on point and on path, and that we're coming into a moment. We're in limbo right now, but we're about to get to a place of great enlightenment. And so I asked if they could show me what the great enlightenment was about, and I got all higher arcana cards. Higher arcana cards are good because they're big picture, but they can also be very vague. In other words, we're going to tell you the big picture of what's going on, but we're not going to give you the tiny details, right? So we're coming into a moment where we're all going to receive great enlightenment the world over. Okay, the world over. This is where miracles happen, right? So we're going to receive great enlightenment the world over. Miracles will happen, great healing will come in, and good outcomes. And don't forget, this always does also represent gold and kids and things, but good outcomes, right? So that's vague. And when they get that way, there's a reason, right? Because we're not meant to know everything. Because if we did, we could screw up the plan. I did a video about energy and I explained this, how we have more power than we think. So there's some things we're just not meant to know because we could screw it up. So anyway, it's a good message, but it is a vague message. We're on point and on path. We're in limbo right now, but we're coming into a time where we'll be highly enlightened, right? The world over, miracles will happen, great healing will come in, and good outcomes will come from that. So we'll be rejoicing, right? We'll be happy, healthy, wealthy, all of good outcomes, right? So I asked if I got that right, and I judged it right. So then, I just wanted to, my guides got really chatty this morning, and I just wanted to close out the reading pretty quickly. I'm having trouble getting things to upload, and the longer the video, the longer it's going to take for it to upload, right? So I was ready to close things out. That's what I was ready for. I wanted to just have them give me a card to focus on, right? What can we focus on for the day? It's so funny because, what can we focus on for the day? Getting our houses in order, right? Well, we already talked about that. So I figured there was more to that story, okay? So what do they want us to focus on today? They want us to get our basic needs met. They want us to, we don't have to go overboard. The simplistic basic needs, get your simplistic basic needs met. So for me, my simplistic basic needs, I'm going to put myself in all different types of positions here, right? If I had medicines that I needed, I'd get my medicines on board. If I if I if I needed some food, I'd go out and I'd get some food. Um, if there's a bill that I feel is very important and I need to get that paid, I'd get that bill paid. I'd get my pet food. I'd get, sorry, goldenrod. I'd get my basic needs met. I'd get my toilet paper before everybody else freaks out and gets it over this virus that's coming along that we keep hearing about, right? If I was low on shampoo, I'd get my shampoo. I'd just get things that I was getting low on that I needed, right? My basic needs. Make sure that my animals and my kids and my home had its basic needs met so that I could weather a storm if I needed to. And if you live in areas where you have to weather storms, whether it's hurricanes, ice storms, snowstorms, anything, people know how to go about the business of getting their basic needs met. And when you're seeing that card, it's saying get your needs met, don't hoard. It's not showing you to hoard. It's showing you to make sure that you're set up solidly, right? But we already talked about that, I think, the last couple of days. So I felt like there was more that they wanted us to know, right? So I was like, all right, well, we've already talked about that. So is there more? So yeah, get your basic needs met. Don't be freaking out and acting out with the information that's coming in. There's going to be information about abuse. This guy's very abusive, the bug on the back, So information's going to come in that's going to make people act crazy around abuses of power. This guy's in power over this poor little bug. He's a bug too. He's just a creep. But, he's more powerful than this guy, so he's abusing him. It's terrible. So don't freak out and get crazy over stories of abuse, right? Because this is the information and then the abuse is there. What they want us to focus on is happy outcomes in our family. So, Get your basic needs in order and focus on your family and happy outcomes, okay? Don't don't be this guy. Don't be that guy. That guy is the guy that goes out and he hoards everything in the store and he pushes people to get what he wants and he creates a panic and acts out terribly. This guy needs a spanking, in my humble opinion. So don't be that guy. Isn't there a commercial about that or something, or comedy skit? Don't be that guy. Yeah, let's not be that guy, okay? So I was like, okay. All right. So can we be done now? Is that what that the end of things? And so then I got this. Well, with that, it's saying, again, just like with this is get your houses in order. This is get yourself in order, okay? So this guy, he's all suited up, he's geared up, he's protected. He goes out into the world, he's well protected, right? So he's got this suit on that he wears to shield himself from anything that might be coming at him as he goes out into the world to get his earthly pleasures, okay? So basically what it's telling you is, shield yourself from all the negativity. Go about the business of getting your earthly pleasures in a happy manner. Shield yourself from negativity. Don't fall into this stuff. Again, don't be this guy. Don't be that guy. So I'm like, all right, well, you've reiterated that, with this. So I feel like this is kind of more of the same, only it's a little different. It's telling you not to freak out about information over here. And over here, it's telling you when you do go out into the world to get your earthly pleasures, get yourself suited up so that you're not being affected by things that are negative. Okay. So don't pay attention to the negativity. And then down here, we've got things are being mended, right? So don't pay attention to all the negativity. Know that things are being mended. Don't pay attention to the negativity. Get yourself in a good place. His emotions and his auric field aren't going to be hit by anything negative because he's suited up when he goes out into the world. So, okay, all you empaths, make sure that you do your protection around yourself. Stay in a very logical place. Don't be that guy. And, do what you've got to do when you're out in the world, but don't take on the negativity of the world. Okay? And then what we have here is a reassurance that we have good people. This guy leads with the highest and greatest good for all. Children love him. They're drawn to him because this is like a very kind, wise, good leader. So don't pay attention to the negativity. Know that there is leadership out there that's working for the highest and greatest good of all to end some things that aren't working and mend some systems. So with this, I would say these two pentacles, we might be about to embark on hearing some crap about this system. But also remember that with the pentacles, that's earthly pleasures. So things are being mended. So you might hear that, this could be anything. It could be your food supply, your heat supply, your clothing supply, your parts supplies, right? Your money, this could be anything. So don't pay attention to the negativity that you're going to hear about the earthly pleasures. Know that stuff is being mended, you guys. Things are being mended by people that care. They're ending things that don't work, and they are mending the earthly pleasures section. So I was like, okay, so can we be done now? Can we be done now? Is this the end? And so then I get this. So obviously I know there's more of a story, right? So now they're kind of really, with all of this, they're explaining to you, I think they're explaining to you that we're about to see a bit of chaos, you guys, because they're really wanting you to not run foolishly with fear about abuses of power. They want you to go out into the world and take care of your needs while not being touched by the negative stuff that's coming in, right? And they're telling you that a message is about to come in that will probably halt our journey for a bit. So they want you to make sure that things are well balanced, okay? And don't go hoarding things. They don't want you to hoard. We've already been told don't be this guy, right? And yesterday we got, and we've been getting, take care of your basic needs. Don't be this guy, right? So don't hoard, because that leaves lack for other people, right? Don't be part of the imbalance, okay? All right? So we're about to receive a message that's going to halt things for a bit. So get your stuff balanced out. Take care of your basic needs. Balance out your things, but don't hoard, okay? And with this two twos, balancing things out, knowing that you've already begun a harvest, so you've probably already got quite a bit of the stuff that you need. Keep that in mind, okay? Like, do an inventory. Don't go out and hoard, because that will leave lack for other people. So really, they really want this to get across to people. This behavior leaves lack for other people, right? And so, balance things out, but don't hoard. And, pay attention to the fact that you already have some things. So do a nice list. Be logical. Know that you've already got things that you need. Just do the X and, make your list and do the checks and boxes, right? So, yeah. So I was like, okay, so you're telling people to be logical. Don't get caught up in the news of abuse, focus on your family and happy outcomes, what your home needs, all of that. Don't let this negativity touch you. Know that there are good people out there working to end a system, to end things, because things needed mending, and they're mending it. And now you're saying, when this message comes in and we halt for a minute, don't go out and act crazy. Just go out and balance out your own needs. Don't hoard, and make sure that you have a good list of the things that you've already got. So, can we be done now? I said. Is this it? Is this the end? Oh boy. And so I get this. Well, no. No, we're not done yet, because there's going to be a little bit of chaos. We're focusing with this card. There's more of a story. There's going to be chaos, okay? A little bit of chaos with a 5. With a 5, chaotic things can be moved through pretty easily. But, the advice here with this card is keep your eye on things, These earthly pleasures, right? So this is a system, hoarding the earthly pleasures, watching people creeping around trying to get the earthly pleasures. So if you think about that, and you think about what we were told yesterday, I would say the reason why they're telling you to get everything in order once again is because at some point when this message comes in, there's going to be chaos. So I don't know. Could be people going in and like stealing things out of the grocery stores, and just creating chaos where you can obtain things, right? So you want to avoid the chaos. You definitely want to avoid the chaos, and that's what they're telling you. Get things in order now so that you can avoid the chaos. So you definitely want this, like they're screaming it. You don't want to be out there in the midst of chaos, right? And you don't want to be part of the chaos. You don't want to add to the chaos, right? You want to be in a place where your energy field is protected. You're not taking on negativity. You're not running wild and crazily with information. You've got everything that you need. You've balanced things out in your life. You've made your lists. You're not taking more than you need. They're really pushing this, right? Don't be part of the chaos, okay? So there's going to be some things going on that look not very good, right? In the journey, people are going to be upset. They're not going to be able to see the truth about what's right there bloomed, okay? As we embark on something brand new. Embarking on something brand new. Use your intuition. Really use your intuition. Please don't get caught up in any of this stuff, you guys. Use your intuition. Know that things are ending. Things are coming to an end. The moon crosses things over. So we've got these 2 ending cards. You know, we've got this ending card, which is, you know, we focus on our families, our homes, our basic needs, and good outcomes. So that was a lot. They're really screaming not to be part of the chaos and to be smart, to be logical and all of those things. So I was like, okay, phew, are we done now, you guys? And yeah, we're finally done. We're finally done. I've given you a lot of information. I've seen the information and I delivered it to you. So we're done. And when this card, you know, we're finally done and I got my yes, remember to stand in your power, right? So I'm also going to say with this card, you know, you're standing in your power. You're courageous. You're strong. You have strength. You're a leader. And you're able to go out into the world and you're able to see clearly and you're able to know clearly. So, yes, do all of those things. Whew. Yeah, they got real chatty this morning. It's like they're on screech. Don't be foolish, you know. Don't be foolish. Don't get caught up in the information of abuse. Take care of your basic needs. Focus on your family and your home. You know, balance out what it is that you need. Don't hoard. Understand that you've already got plenty and just make a list of what else you might need when this information comes in and the journey's halted for a bit. Don't go out into the world and take on everybody's emotions when you're out there doing your thing, because you have to, because we are of the world, right? We're of the world. When we're out there running our errands, doing our things, going to work, don't take on the bull crap of all the negativity out there. Remember that there are good people working to end things because things are mended. They need to be mended. And remember that as you're hearing information, you could be hearing that there's not enough of a lot of things. This is earthly pleasure. So you could be hearing there's not enough of tons and tons and tons of stuff. You know, don't get all caught up in this negativity. Don't be that guy. Don't freak out and hoard, you know, because that just leaves lack for other people. So, you know, they really want us to understand that there's a lot going on. They want us to be in a really good place emotionally, spiritually, physically, you know, mentally. And that's what they're telling us. You know, they're telling us over and over and over again, get yourself in a really good place, okay? Yeah, there's going to be a bit of chaos and it's going to look bleak, but all we got to do is really kind of look around. If we're in that good place that they're suggesting that we be in, we'll be able to see through this disappointment and this bit of chaos and we'll be able to tap in and know what's really going on as things cross over. So yeah, let's all receive the information clearly and see things clearly. Whew. Anyway, I hope that you guys found a little value in that. Know that we're in a bit of limbo right now, but we're about to be greatly enlightened the world over. Miracles are going to happen. Great healing will come in and good outcomes will prevail. And there's a lot of stuff out there right now meant to keep you feeling distracted, frazzled, you know, not in a good place. All this information comes up so that you're not seeing the truth. All this information comes out so you're not seeing the truth about what's really rising up from the surface. And if you don't see the truth about what's really rising up from the surface, you're prepping yourself in the wrong way and you're not utilizing all your tools, right? But no, big picture, we're on point and on path. There's life in this journey and we're about to go through a great enlightenment. All right, you guys. Ooh, that's a lot. So as per the usual, I'm sending y'all much love and many blessings and stay in that love vibration and yeah, keep projecting the world you want. Don't get caught up in the 3D bullshit. All right, you guys. Until next time, take care.